Training before school is the only right way to train effectively, and to train at any other time is not effective. That's why there's a full module on my school group comparing my almost 4 years of training. So here are the simple steps on how to train before school. First step, a consistent time. So set aside a consistent training window to train out consistently. That can be anywhere between 1 to 2 hours. How this actually helps is after a while, we will get used to it. We will get adapted to training at that specific time consistently. So let's get so consistent that we don't even need an alarm or a reminder to wake up and then train at that time consistently. And also, this will make it so easy to just stick to it, to just not have to constantly try to stick to the plan, to the routine, because you will get so adapted to training at that consistent time window. It will feel so effortless. Your body will know when it's time to train without you even trying to remind you or put some alarms. You will just know it. So, especially with training before school, training in the morning, it is necessary to know to be adapted to that time, to not be constantly be reminded of when to train and needing an alarm every single time. You need to be so adapted. We need to be so adapted to the point that we can just train without any reminders, any alarms, on a consistent time window. The second step, the training methods. The training methods are the plan you need to follow to see the most results, especially with training in the morning before school. After we get adapted to training at this time window consistently, we will have the most focus and energy we have available. Can you guess why? It is because we haven't used any. We just put all of that into the right training method. And that could be first follow the usual progressive overloads, follow a split that actually works for how many days a week you're gonna train. It could be a bro split, a push pull legs, Arnold split, it doesn't matter. But also, you need to follow this, a focused training method. This is just basically prioritizing muscle groups over other muscle groups. It could even be a certain machines or a certain movements that we need to perfect, so that way we will see the most progress and get the best results. So by following a focused training, which is focusing on a certain muscles, a certain movement that we need to see the best results overall. And also the last thing we need to follow as a training method, as a plan, is having intensity control in our trainings. This is just putting your all of that effort, intensity, and the amount of limits, the amount of intensity we can push, and just allocating all of that to when we want. For example, it could be earlier in our sets when we're prioritizing the muscle group I just said with focus training, and just putting the most intensity we have, the most energy we have, and just putting it all over there. And then the intensity will go like this. We push as hard as we can when we have the most focus, energy, and put the most intensity at the start, and then we just slowly reduce the intensity. By following this, by having intensity control, we will see the best results first of all, and also a more defined physique, because we will be prioritizing the muscles that we need to grow. It's different for every person. I used to prioritize upper chest before, and now it's more abs and more biceps ish. So it changes gradually after you prioritize all of that intensity, all of that focus into one muscle group. It will grow quickly, and then you just go to the next one. Everyone needs to follow this type of training methods, and it's so different from each person to each person. So to know which muscle groups, which movements we need to prioritize is important. And if you want more information on that, more help with that, make sure to check this out. And the third step will be the enjoyment, having enjoyment for your trainings, especially with training before school, training in the morning. There are a lot of hardships, so we need to start as soon as possible to enjoy our trainings. The way to do that actually is by first getting consistent, having the discipline to get consistently training and just sticking to that time window. And once we start to consistently train and make consistency feel effortless, we will start then to enjoy our trainings because of all the progress we're gonna see, of all the difference we will see from training at any other time, and just realizing that it is the best time to train at. And then we will know we're on the right plan, on the right track. So then we will start to enjoy our training, and that will guarantee that we'll get the results in just a matter of time. It will just happen as quick as it possibly can, because we'll be training despite of any hardships, any bad weather, emergencies, any excuses. We will find a way to train consistently because it is so effortless. We will be adapted to that time, and it won't feel like without it requiring any effort at all. And to take this to the next level and getting all of the behind the scenes of almost 4 years of training early in the morning, early before school, make sure to check this out.